Hello, dear friends. I hope you are well. Today I came to share with you how to make a simple cake. I hope that you dear children can make this delicious homemade cake with the help of your dear mothers. Cake is one of the favorite evening meals of people all over the world. You can easily prepare this hearty dinner for yourself by having the cake recipe. Nowadays, most people are interested in making various cakes and sweets at home to be sure of their quality and health. And in the meantime, making simple cakes for dinner and ... is very popular. So stay with me to learn how to make simple cakes. Teach you. Ingredients for baking a simple cake. Note, measure all the ingredients with a measuring cup so that the proportions of the raw materials are not disturbed. Necessary materials in the necessary amount. 3 eggs. Sugar 1 cup. 1½ cups of wheat flour, 1 tablespoon vanilla, 1/2 cup milk, baking powder 2 tablespoons, 1/2 cup liquid oil, very little salt. Homemade simple cake recipe. First step, to prepare this simple and homemade cake. You must first choose suitable containers, one of which should be bigger than the other to prepare the dry ingredients in it, and prepare the wet ingredients in the smaller container. Second stage. Next, sieve the flour 3 times and pour it into a larger container. Sifting the flour causes the cake to not crack. After sifting the flour, add the baking powder to the flour and stir until they are mixed. The third step, break 3 eggs in another container and add sugar to it and start mixing the ingredients with an electric mixer and stir until they are well combined and reach the consistency of cream. Fourth step, add 1 tablespoon of vanilla along with oil and milk to the sugar mixture and stir until combined. The fifth step, at this stage, add the mixture of salt, flour and baking powder little by little to the beaten egg mixture and mix slowly with a whisk because this has a direct effect on the puffiness of the cake. The sixth step, when the flour mixture is well mixed with the wet ingredients and you see bubbles on the ingredients, do not stir because it will prevent the cake from puffing. The seventh step, if you would like a coconut-flavored cake, you can add some coconut powder to the ingredients. And if you would like it to have an orange flavor, you can grate some orange peel and add it to the ingredients. The eighth stage. At this stage, prepare the cake mold and pour some oil on the bottom of the mold and spread it on all surfaces of the mold, and then pour the cake ingredients into the mold. Note, if you want to have a meringue cake, you can pour 2/3 of the ingredients and mix 1/3 with cocoa powder and then pour on the rest of the ingredients. 10th step, place the mold in the middle of the oven for 20 minutes. And when it turns golden on the cake, you can test the cake's doneness with a toothpick. The cake is ready. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed watching this program. Now I want to share with you about some important things for baking a good cake. Sponge cake recipe tips. 1. Turn on the oven at 175 degrees for half an hour before use. 2. Do not open the oven door after placing the mold in the oven, which prevents the cake from puffing up. 3. After removing the mold from the oven, leave it aside for about 5 minutes to cool down, and then start removing the cake from the mold. Cut the cake quickly after removing it from the mold to prevent the cake from sticking. 5. If you are interested in a sweeter cake, you can add half a cup of sugar to the initial amount of sugar. 6. If you don't like the milk used in the cake, or if you can't get it, you can use half a cup of orange juice instead. 7. If you feel that the amount of flour used is too much or too little, reduce or increase it accordingly. Thank you for watching me, my dear friends. I'll hope see you again as soon as...
Yeah!